get your vibe check going. Woo woo! We are in Breakfast with Champions. Okay, inspired. I see you. Who else is dancing with me? Come on, Skip. Come on, Tara. Come on, Christina. It's Monday! My favorite day. Well, one of my favorite days of the week. Let's get those emojis going. Show me how you're feeling this morning. It's vibe check time. Thank you, Christina. Christina is smiling. I got my water here. Woo! All right, it's 5 o'clock. I'm supposed to stop the music right now. 30 more seconds. Come on, Kim. Yes, Tara. I love it, Tara. I really don't want to end the music, but I have so much to share. All right. That is enough. Good morning, and grand rising to each and every one of you. If you're wondering who I am Stars Tina. Yes, just like those stars that are shining. And we are in Breakfast with Champions, the #1 morning show, my favorite morning show. And I get to kick off Mondays at 5 a.m., which I love. Did you know that the average person really does not like Mondays? They're like, oh my gosh, I have to go to work. But I absolutely love Mondays. If you're on Instagram, good morning. I see Steel City right there. If you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, good morning. But if you're right here in these beautiful Clubhouse streets, good morning to you. And I just want us to start sharing the room out in the hallway because this is the #1 show. And I'm just going to scroll through to see who's here. Good morning, Ramon. I see Bella, Renee, my girl, Cortland. If this is your very first time in Breakfast with Champions, just put some stars in the chat so we can greet you with some love and some motivation, because that's what you get when you come to this space. Motivation, education, inspiration, and a dash of positivity, as Ramon would say. And I love this time of day. We had our little vibe check. Are you feeling good this morning? Maybe you're still laying in bed. That's okay. Start stretching up, start getting up, because you want to get this day started. I have an amazing topic for today. But before we do, I want the highlights of your weekend. 2 or 3 of you, if you want to share one or two, just one thing, because I want to get a couple people in here. What was the highlight of your weekend? Good morning, Charlene. If you want to share on mic, say your name and your highlight of the weekend. Are my peeps still sleeping?
I'll go. Oh, sorry, Mary Lynn. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I brought that guest Saturday, Pete Cohen, and I have to say, I was a little nervous, big name. I'm sharpening my teeth on doing interviewing, and, it just went out better as expected, and it just gave me more confidence to keep doing more interviews. So it was awesome.
Yay, congratulations. And isn't that what we need to do in life? Just do those scary things that are going to stretch us. Anyone else want to share a highlight of the weekend? If so, on mic, say your name and go for it.
It's Renee, Tina.
Go ahead.
I registered for my very first half marathon.
Woo, woo! Do we have any sporting people in the building? If so, put some running in the chat. Have you ever done something you've never done before, like a half marathon, maybe a Spartan race, maybe, I don't know, kickboxing? When it comes to fitness and doing amazing things, it's great to just go outside the box. So as I said, this is Breakfast with Champions, and I just want to give you guys information about some things that are going on. We're here Monday through Saturday, 5 a.m. And if you happen to miss a segment, like Saturday, TM was talking about 4 things that you must have in your, 4 things you're in control of. And I actually had to reach out to him, and I missed it because it was like at the end. You can go to bwcdaily.com. Tap into there, and you can get all the notes every day from what we're saying. So bwcdaily.com. We also have all these amazing hosts in here. Glenn's going to pop in here at 5:30 on Twitter. So if you're not a part of the Twitter world, jump into the Twitter world. And then, of course, you're going to hear me talk about our Dallas meetup, which I'm so excited about for various reasons. Don't laugh at me, and I know I'm dating myself. Did anyone ever watch the TV show Dallas back in the day? Can I see some red hearts or something? So there was a character. Who was the character that had the bangs? And they were like, I don't know if her hair was blonde or salt and pepper. What was her name? Anyone know?
It was Lucy.
Lucy? Okay.
It was JR's niece.
Okay. So, I see my daughter on Instagram. Good morning, Divinity, all the way from California. So I love the show so much, and I tried to cut my bangs like hers. And, I cut them, and they ended up being these little things sticking off in the front. But anyway, the BWC event is in Dallas, and I'm so excited to be going to Dallas for the first time. And I get to meet all of these beautiful champions here on stage. Trevor's going to be talking about podcasting. So if you ever thought about reaching out and doing something different, this is definitely an event that you want to come to. I'm sure someone's going to put a note in the chat right there. So it's 5:05. I'm going to jump right into today's topic because I have such an amazing tribe, and today's topic, woo, can I say fire, fire, fire? When you find your zone of genius, by the way, Ramon, or is your mouth open, Ramon? Because I got a bone to pick with you.
Ramon's your deep.
What was with that Facebook? I mean, that Instagram thing. I was so worried about you. I was concerned. You got me.
I got served. I won't take the whole segment, but it was traumatic. Good, I'll leave it at that. Good.
Ramon, I was freaking so much. I legit said, I'm like, Renee, did you see this? Oh my gosh. And I was like, do I reach out to Ramon and say I'm sorry? And then I saw other people putting stars and laughing, and I was like, he got me again. One time, guys, he said he was at the airport with his airport, and he's like, oh, AI suitcases. And I was just like, wow, I want to get it. I guess that's my gullibility. Yeah, I just needed that word.
To bring out the Ramon sarcasm by having it bump endlessly into polls, but I guess that just...
You...
I know you have an amazing segment to do, but good morning.
Yes, good morning. Someone else want to say something? I heard something. Okay, so yes, we have some great things. Let me just tell you guys, when you find your zone of genius, you have to live in it. You have to milk it. I forget who I was listening to, but you have to milk your passion, what you're passionate about. And if you're watching me on YouTube, by the way, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll see my girl Renee here because she has tapped into her zone of genius. And I am so grateful and lucky to have her because today's segment is all beautifully written by her. So, I mean, I threw out, it was like diarrhea or whatever. I just like put out all the information last night and she made it oh so beautiful. So today's topic, and I'm sure she'll write it in the chat for us, 3 action steps that will make a difference in your business. As you know, this is the beginning of Q2, quarter 2, and some of you are like, what is she talking about? Well, each year there's different quarters, and Q1 is over. The first 3 months of the year are done. How did you do? Did you hit your goals? Did you go past your goals? Well, either way, I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but it's time to reevaluate and move forward. That's what's great about starting fresh and starting new. And at the event that we're having in Dallas, I am having a vision board recap event party. If you're in Dallas, join us. It's going to be a girls' pinkies up. But if you're not able to be in Dallas, it is going to be virtual. So today I'm giving you 3 action steps that will make a difference in your business. Oftentimes, when we think of business, we think about a brick and mortar. Today, I want to invite you to think a little bit outside the box. Whether you're a mom, dad, wife, husband, or child, you are a business owner. You are the business owner of your life. And if you follow very successful people, you will likely see a common trait among these people: morning rituals, evening rituals, and they get success. That simple. They create a roadmap or some sort of strategic development plan for different areas of their life, and they execute according to the plan. Now, if you think about it, successful business owners want to run their businesses as efficiently as possible so they can maximize the return on their investment. Why would you not want that for your personal life? And when I say personal life, I'm thinking of your relationships with your children, with your parents, with everyone in your life, right? We all have goals and dreams for our lives. And when we treat our life like a business, it becomes so much easier to reach your goals and your dreams. And we all have these goals and dreams, right? I am currently working towards my very first TEDx talk. It hasn't happened yet. I don't have I haven't been accepted yet, but in my mind, I am there. That is one of my goals. That is one of my dreams. So I'm working towards that goal by doing different public speaking. I recently joined Toastmasters, which is a company that helps you with public speaking. And I'm in a competition. I won the first round. Woo woo for Tina. I won the second round. Working towards that third round right now, which has got me scared, shaking in my boots. But as I said earlier, like Mary Lynn, we have to put ourselves in uncomfortable situations to get a little bit stronger. So for a child, their business is managing their education, chores, extracurricular activities, stuff like that. Husbands and wives should have a plan in their relationships as well. When it comes to love, and their emotional sides are very, very critical. Some aspects, such as financial planning and large purchases, are best treated as a business. And I remember my father would say to me, in a marriage, it's very important that the finances are correct. And some marriages, suffer. They don't go good because some people are scared to talk about it. So in relationships, as it is in business, in order for it to be a strong and successful companionship, there needs to be a strategy with moms and dads as well. There should be a well thought out plan for how you're going to move forward with the requirements of what the children are going to do. Every person's situation is different. It's not like a one size fits for everyone. So let's jump into the topic. All right, here we go. Tip number 1. And if you're just joining the room, we're talking about 3 action steps that'll make a difference in your business. Tip number 1, study your craft. Your craft can be your business. It could be a hobby, it could be a sport, whatever that is for you. But when you're studying it, when you're taking actionable steps to be better, you become an expert at it, as we say, zone of genius. And as I was writing my extra notes this morning, 2 people popped into my head. I know Ramon is in the building. I don't know if Dr. Fred is in the building, but these are 2 people that I know definitely study their craft. Dr. Fred, when he first came on this stage, he was sharing all of the training and all the coaching and everything he did and all the money he spent into it. And let me tell you, if you're looking to publish a book, if you're looking to get an anthology out, we all know Dr. Fred is a person. When it comes to public speaking, Ramon Ray, that's the first person I think of. His attitude, his energy. And let me tell you, all the little nuggets of information that he shares, not only here on Clubhouse, but Instagram and Facebook, but even in the back channel sometimes. So you can tell when someone is studying their craft, and you have to do what's best for you. I'm working on something. I'm not going to say it's secretive. I'm just not putting it out in the public yet, but I'm super nervous about it. And someone's like, well, Tina, maybe you should talk about this. Maybe you should talk about that. It's popular. And I'm like, well, you know what? That's not me. My thing is trauma to triumph. When you think of Tina, you think of fitness, you think of motivation, inspiration, but my niche is talking and sharing my feelings and thoughts and supporting women that have gone through some type of trauma or tragedy, and then giving them the tools and skills to get through it. Why? Because that's what I've been through. I share what I've gone through, perhaps what my clients have gone through. I'm speaking from experience. So tip number 1 is study your craft. So you're super confident. You know what you're talking about. You're just not rambling. All righty. Tip number 2, decide a plan and what you want to do. So once you know what you want to do, you can make a plan. It's clear. It's simple. It's so simple. It's like 1 + 1 is 2. Setting targeted goals and dates can really help you achieve your goals. And the more specific your goals are, the easier it is to succeed. It's like, I am so grateful for some women in my tribe, 2 amazing humans. Angeline, you guys hear me talk about her all the time, and my daughter Divinity. And last month, the end of the month, I guess they realized how I was, I'm not going to say struggling, but just having some issues with marketing and all that sort of stuff. And Angeline gave me this great 90-day marketing plan. If you're on my email list or my text blast, you're getting them every day. It's 90 days of mind and body, transformation program. Hello, Sheila on Instagram. And then my daughter came to visit me, and she's like, okay, Mom, let's have a little meeting. She had a 3-hour social marketing session with me because she's a content creator. And Lord, let me tell you, it made me feel so special that these people that have their own personal zone of genius poured into me. So I say that to say January, February, March, that was Q1. And I had goals that I wanted to achieve for Q1. And I'm just being very transparent with you guys. I did not reach any of my business goals. And I believe the reason is there were other things that were a little more important. For example, my physical and my mental health. I realized things weren't going too good with that, and I had to focus on that. So it kind of got me derailed. We'll save that for another instance, but my heart is great. I got my heart checked out. It's more of a blood issue. It's more of a nutrition issue. So that's what I focused on for Q1. Now that I know that my heart is good, mental health, I got that in check as well, I can move forward. Someone just texted me, they said, how do you get the text? Renee is going to put in the text somewhere in the chat my text number so you can become a part of the text community. Or if you want to be a part of the email blast, just click the link at the top on my Instagram or here and give me your email and you'll be a part of the email blast, which comes out every day. So tip number 2, decide your plan. If it goes forward, great. If it doesn't, great as well, because I believe God has everything set in stone, what's supposed to happen. What's meant for you is going to happen to you. That is so important. Never, ever, ever compare yourself to anyone else. Tip number 3, surround yourself with people that are going to uplift you and make you better. Your vibe is your tribe. You hear me say that all the time, right? We had a vibe check earlier because sometimes you got to check yourself. So when we set goals and work towards achieving them, sometimes it doesn't feel natural, right? It's a little uncomfortable. You know, I don't know if I want to do that, but you're supposed to. That's why it's important to have strong people around you that are going to support you. And I brought my girl Renee on today because sometimes you don't understand why people do what they do or how. And this is definitely one of those people right here. Renee gets me, and it confuses the bejesus out of me. But I just wanted Renee to just share how she's able to pour into my company and, you know, and the people around her, because you don't have to do this in life, right? So Renee, if you have like a minute or two, I would love to hear from you your thoughts on Vibe is Your Tribe and how that grows a business. Are you able to share with us, Renee?
Yes. So I think the best way to put it is that I connect with you, for example. There's a small circle of people I connect with who I appreciate and love them where they are and accept them as they are and not make them be or want them to be what anyone else other than themselves wants them to be. So it brings me joy to help them grow into the person that they want to be. I love Elite Stars because of the mission and the work that it has done for me personally. And I love the fact that that's where you're rooted in helping other people. The business will flourish out of that, but your primary focus is on helping people. And that's what makes me resonate with you and the company.
Yay! It's all about your vibe. It's all about your tribe, right? So along with that, with deciding with what you're going to do, thank you for sharing that, Renee, by the way. In this tip number 2, once you decide what you want, sometimes you got to do those scary things. And for example, burn the ships are some terms you may hear people say. And that's just a reference with being fully committed by removing any way to previous ways of doing something. So if you're used to doing something all the time and you have that little, like, I guess, handicap or not handicap, chair or something to lean on, you're going to lean on it. For example, when I lived in New Jersey, everything was comfortable, you know? I was awesome. I was teaching my classes. I was #1 in fitness and all this stuff. And then I up and moved to Texas, starting from scratch. That was scary, let me tell you. And then when I moved to North Carolina, again, scary. And then last year, I think it was October and November, I was feeling my business. I think BWC definitely did it for me. Felt so empowered. I was like, you know what? I got to let this thing called a job go. And I quit my job. That was me burning the ships. And I said, you know what, Tina, you've wanted to do this for so long, and I jumped totally in. But I have to be honest with you, it was the comfort of knowing I had my tribe. And my tribe consists of now of people like Renee, of course, my guy Pete, who's always pouring into me, and new people in my tribe like Angeline, who's helping my back channel. BWC, let me tell you, just the support from people that you've never met, all right? Like the UK crew, all the hosts here. So it's important that you have a tribe behind you, which leads into tip number 3. Surround yourself with people that are going to uplift you. Now, I'm going to give you some action steps, and then I want to hear from you if you have anything that you want to add. Maybe you have some more information. Today, we're talking about action steps to make your business grow, because we all want to grow our business, right? So the first action step, I talked about studying your craft. And let me tell you, I feel like I'm in college again, but it's okay, college was fun, I have to admit. I went to Montclair State. It wasn't a university back in the day, but the parties, woo! I guess I have to have virtual parties now. But I feel like I'm in college. Kim Walsh Phillip has amazing master classes and workshops. And last week I went to one with Forbes Riley and Sharon Lecter, and I got some programs from there. And it's just amazing just learning. Each week, I have to be honest with you, I'm spending at least 5 hours a week in studying my craft and just honing in on everything, because I just want to be the best me that I can be. As I mentioned, God has given me a gift, and that gift is to change the world, to support women who've gone through something, because I know for me, life has had its ups, it's had its downs. It's a roller coaster. Roller coasters are fun, right? It's a little scary. So that's why it's important to study your craft and reach out to people you admire. You know, everyone knows that I love Marcus Black, the way he speaks. So yes, I reached out to him, and he gave me a coaching session. If there's someone that I like what you're saying or like what you're doing, I'm going to tap into you, study what you're doing. So that's tip number 1, is study your craft. And I don't want to hear, well, I don't have money, I don't have time. People make time for what they want, and you find money for what you want as well. And I'm not going to say if something's too cheap, but you get what you pay for in life. Okay. If you're paying $50 for a month program or whatever, I don't know. I had someone, they said, well, I'm going to get this program, it's only $50. And I was like, okay. And after they did it, they were very disappointed. So YouTube's videos, books, seminars, let me tell you, my tribe, this is how amazing we are. It's like a study session in college. We all have our different things that we're doing, and then share the information. So tip number 1, action step, is study your craft. The second one, plan what you're doing. And that is vision boards, vision boards, vision boards. And maybe you don't want an actual physical vision board, but for me, I love them. I'm always adding on to it. I have a business vision board. I have a personal vision board. And as we mentioned, April 15th, click the link at the top if you want to join. Along with my vision boards, you get an ebook that shows you how to build it if you've never done it before. And it's also a video that shows you how to do it, because I've been doing vision boards for over 10 years. I'm going to share a quick story with you guys because it's scary. We were in Texas. It was Christmas time, after Christmas, because that's normally when my family, my daughter and I would do our vision boards. And we're sitting down, cutting pictures out of a magazine. My daughter's a professional dancer, and we're cutting pictures. And then she says, oh my gosh, she starts freaking. She sees her face inside. It's an article about her in Fit magazine. And she's like, she was looking in the magazine because her goal was to be in a fitness magazine. I said, girl, your goals, your dreams are not big enough. We have to think big. I'm going to say it again. You guys know what's coming. Think big. Okay, man. Times 10. We got to do this more often. Think big.
Times 10.
Thank you, Renee. We're going to try that again. Everyone, if you're on stage, I want you to unmic, because this is how I want to live your life. I want you to think big.
Times 10.
Yay, thank you guys. We'll get it one of these days. But yes, I was sharing with her, you have to think a little bit bigger. So when you're doing these vision boards, when you're doing these, it could be a booklet, it could be I saw someone make an album. You can do a box, just something that you're seeing and you're feeling all the time. For me, I have pictures of my son around that's going to motivate me. So that's an action step that you can take. And every quarter I do these things. So I hope to see you guys April 15th. The third action step for your Vibe is Your Tribe is join groups, join communities, people that you feel comfortable with. And as Renee said, she really didn't, go outside of her little circle before she met me. I'm that kind of person. You're going to love me or you're going to hate me. I hope you love me, but if you don't, then that's okay. I'm not your energy. I'm not your tribe. Step outside of your comfort zone and go meet people. Go meet like-minded people. If you're in this space right now, if you're listening to my voice, you are a fan of Breakfast with Champions. Yes, yes? So then you need to come to Dallas. When I went to my very first event, I did not know any of the people. I just happened to be in New Jersey. We had an event in New York. And I said, God, if it's meant for me to be there, I'm going to be there. And I just happened to be in New Jersey. And I went to the event. I got to meet Ramon, Glenn, Dora Maria, and it was amazing. And these are relationships that I didn't even know would change my life forever. When I went to Nashville, another event where I got to meet some of the BWC people, I got to meet some amazing new humans as well. Mindy, you hear me talk about her a lot. She's now in charge of our book club and she's growing her business. So it's super important that you take the action steps, you move to get your business to grow. So let me just wrap everything up in a nice little bow for you. 3 action steps that's going to make a difference in your business. As I mentioned, studying your craft, making a plan, deciding what you're going to do, and lastly, surrounding yourself with like-minded people. So that is what I do. I am Stars Tina, your Traumedy energy coach. I am here to take you from good to great to amazing. And if you just click that link at the top, you can get a free discovery call with me so that I can teach you all the tools and skills that I do to take my clients to the next level. I also run an online fitness boutique studio, and this is the best community in the world. If you're looking to get fit, if you're looking to get super, super healthy, this is the tribe that you want to join because we are a community of people. If anyone would like to share their thoughts, comments, opinions, just unmic right now, share what you want to share, and let me hear from you if this resonated with any of you. Let me hear you.
Yes, 100%. Good morning, Stars Tina. Good morning, everyone. This is William.
Hi, William.
Just to be honest, and upfront, full disclosure on my personal thoughts, you've inspired me so much on the physical side of things. I'm coming in my 58th year, and I've got some peers here that are pushing the envelope as well, 58, 59, and they're getting ready for the bad water. And I'm just getting back into the game. And I've got some challenges physically. The years of service, Marine Corps will do that to you. But getting through that, but such an inspiration and motivation. I really love the shares following you and all the leaders in the rooms. And just one final close, just full disclosure, I would be in Dallas, but I've got the Senior Enlisted Leaders reunion that weekend that I absolutely cannot miss. Military guys understand that, but we'll follow more on that. But love the shares. Awesome morning, everyone.
Yes, thank you, William. Thank you for always sharing and coming through and showing the love and inspiration, all that wonderful stuff. Anyone else want to share their thoughts before we get started with Glenn?
Hey, Tina.
Hey, girl. Hey, I haven't heard you in so long. Hi.
So I just wanted to give you a big shout out for introducing your daughter to vision boards. Like, I teach and I see the impact that this can have with the next generation. So I hope that people will underline what you just said, what happened to your daughter, because we can do this within our families. And so I just wanted to shout you out for doing that with your next generation. So shout out to you. Vision boards absolutely do work. Woo!
And if you guys didn't know, that is Health, the abundance lady. She is absolutely amazing. And Health, you know what's so crazy? When I went to my very first vision board event, I was like, this is weird. It felt so unnatural. This lady had it at her house. She was a school teacher. She had all her friends there. And this is going to sound crazy. One of my goals was to have friends, to have lady friends, girlfriends, not really girlfriends, but, people I could connect with. So it's true. Thank you for that. Anyone else want to share? We have 30 seconds before we get out of here. All righty. With that being said, I just want to give a couple people's shout outs. Renee Noor, I see you there. She is another champion that you want to connect with. We're about to go over to the Twitter Spaces. Glenn Lundy is going to come through. As you know, he is the helm of this beautiful boat, of this beautiful, amazing tribe right here. He is just one of the people that I so admire. And I had the opportunity of meeting him again in Vegas when I went to the Grant Cardone event when he won the Great American Speak Off, and he shared with me his story of how he got his jets. Like I said, surround yourself with people that are doing the things that you want to do. I believe Pastor Jeff's going to pass it over to him. Let's share this room out. Let's start making our way over to the Twitter Spaces. And I'm just feeling good today. Feeling good, feeling charged. I'm scrolling through to see if we have any new people in the building because it's good to say hello to the newbies. Hi, Lakina. Hi, Terry. I see Erica. I see Janice. He's going to be coming through any second. No reception in the gymnasium. Well, thank you for coming through, William. I see William writing that. Breakfast with Champions. So I wanted you to click that link at the top. That's going to take you over to the Twitter Spaces so we can hear Glenn. And then we're going to pipe it in here as well, which is super cool and amazing. I love when that happens. Okay, I have like all these devices. I have my computer. I'm getting off of Instagram now. Why Instagram? So I can go to Twitter over there.
How's everybody doing?
In case anybody doesn't know, this